Welcome back to Cousins Paul and Snooker Bar in Canterbury for the first semi-final of the Vanguard Invitational and the second part. In the first part, we saw Lineade draw against Maximum Impact 3-3, and we are on the verge of seeing who will be the first team into the final. Today, I am joined with Simran.
Hello. All teams
Sim-
have got much to play for. Um, there's a very even game, a very shocking first half seen from both sides. Two more points up for grabs. Let's see who gets there first. I honestly have no predictions going forward. What about you?
Yeah, very close first half. A lot of the mistakes in the first half are very much self-inflicted from both teams. It's Chris joining as the wild card in Maximum Impact, potting his first shot straight into the pocket, handing away a 3 point to Lineade, and Lineade making a lot of mistakes themselves in that first half of this semi-final.
Hmm. Chris Hope, the winter wild card, assumes to be a wild card to be helpful, but unfortunately on the other side of wild, bringing down maximum impact's average score considerably.
We definitely saw Chris coming in. Maybe the consistency of Maximum Impact has been shaken by a new arrival
Mm.
into the team. Even though Chris does have his experience, we might see a little bit more of a shaky Maximum Impact in the second half as they try and find their rhythm with a third player.
The maximum impact that they were able to make on that day is definitely diminished with Chris as an addition. So let's see if they can pick it up in the second half.
Yeah, big second half for both teams here. Which team will be first into the final? We shall find out very shortly.
Is this the comeback story of the year, of the line ball century? We'll find out.
So we're seeing the black ball here be pushed from side to side, landing central at the very back. First shot here for
Sam, take,
Maximum Impact.
Sam taking the first shot for maximum impact. The red ball on the far right side, quite close to the cushion. Quite a safe shot for the first shot of this game.
They're really leaning towards where Lineade was hitting their shots last time. Then they found their range with that right hand side, playing it over into that side. Very aggressive shot there to start off this point, knocking both balls out of the scoring zone. Maximum Impact's ball over the far side, maybe a little bit more difficult to hit in than for Lineade.
It's the kind of confidence we like to see from Lining, really showing what they can bring to the table in this game.
A fantastic shot there from Maximum Impact, knocking out one of Lineade's balls to start off this round as well. 1 point in, Lineade one ball down.
Mhm. Maximilian having none of that, having none of these balls being knocked out. Tit for tat, like said, tit for tat.
Yeah, a very safe shot there from Maximum Impact as well as Lineade. Very difficult for it to knock out. Not a lot of room behind the red and yellow ball, as I should say as well, on the cushion there. Very difficult to knock either one of those balls out.
Tensions are definitely rising now. You can see more rash strokes being taken from both teams, um, more risky shots taken.
On the
Another
yellow ball,
brilliant Another brilliant shot there by Lineade, knocking a red ball just in play, but far enough away that perhaps they can't do anything about it now, and getting their own ball in. Also streaking dangerously close to that black ball. Very impressive shots today from Lineade.
yeah, fantastic shot there from Lineade, making that red ball practically out of play now for Maximum Impact. There's not really a chance they can do much with that ball whatsoever now. Um, Maximum Impact trying to pull a sneaky one there on Line, trying to just like pretend like they didn't see it and just knock that ball in themselves. But very much out of play. Fantastic shot there from Lineade. Also a great shot there from Maximum Impact to knock in both red balls.
Hmm. What would you say about Maximum Impact's game so far in this
Maximum
knockout
Impact.
stage?
Maximum Impact so far. they're playing, they're playing quite confident still. I think Chris is just adjusting to the rhythm of Maximum Impact with their shots, trying to like make sure their shots are all in similar places. Lineade as well, certainly finding their rhythm in this game. It's a great shot there as well, but it's also going to help Maximum Impact with that ball into the pocket too. But Maximum Impact, they have started strong. They just need to make sure that they don't make their own mistakes here. Try and force Lineade into a mistake as well. That's a great shot.
Great shot there, a very risky shot. A bold move from a team that has so far made too many mistakes at this stage. Luckily, it's panned out. Lineade
Uh,
opting for a great controlled shot there by Ardit, knocking it all the way behind the other balls on the far right side, making it really hard to push out. You can really
we
see the skill that they've built since they have started the tournament.
What a fantastic shot there from Maximum Impact. Very much looked like that Red Bull was going to creep into the pocket, but it's just sitting very, very close to the pocket, making it practically impossible to knock that out of play. Now for Lineade. Lineade need to focus here on either getting their ball in to secure a stalemate tie break, or they can try and knock one of those red balls out, which are in quite a strong position to go for.
One in, one out. The only danger there is that central black ball, really way too close to the open red balls. I feel like they might just be opting to get the ball in and hope for the best in the next round, and hope for the best in the tiebreaker situation.
Unfortunately, Lineade has hit the black ball with their final shot of the round, handing the point to Maximum Impact.
Hey, I'm Kieran, the creator of Rubbish Snooker, which makes art out of litter on an outdoor pool table. And I'm really proud to sponsor the Vanguard Invitational line ball tournament, and check out rubbishsnooker.com.
A risk too far, maybe, Simran.
I don't know. I feel like that was the best shot they could make in that situation. An unfortunate outcome, just grazing that black ball behind. They still did get a red ball out as well. So valiant effort there by line ball. Fortunately, did not pan out. Match point now until the end of the game.
Yeah, Lineade there had to try and make a shot. I think one of their yellow balls at the very front was very exposed, so there wasn't really much room for error for Lineade there. But unfortunately, we did see the mistake. Not much they could have done about it, and now it's 4-3 Maximum Impact. Black ball this game, leaning slightly to the left-hand side, right at the front of the scoring zone as well. So there's plenty of room to play behind it for both teams here as well.
Both teams opting for the left side, the left pocket in this round. Perhaps because it's slightly more shielded by that black ball.
Great shot there from both Maximum Impact and Lineade. Their Lineades will right into the pocket there, very, very safe, as well as Maximum Impact shot there. One very close to the back cushion, one very close to the left cushion. Very difficult to play around that, and we have seen Lineade help them out a little bit there, putting it right against the back cushion, whilst also scoring themselves. Close game so far.
Bit too much of an aggressive shot there from Maximum Impact. Unfortunately, not quite getting it into the point scoring area, but in a all right position if they want to knock it back in after. Lineade could capitalise on this situation now.
Instead, Lineade opt for a safer shot there. Maybe slightly difficult here for Maximum Impact to knock this in with the yellow ball behind it, but they have done it successfully, knocking both balls into a scoring zone. However, both balls very, very easily can be attacked by Lineade.
Honestly, I think there's not much Maximum Impact could have done there, but it is going to be very easy now for Lineade to take advantage. Unfortunately, they have not been successful in doing that.
Maximum Impact here can definitely take advantage of this one. But instead, they have hit a double bounce and knocked one of their own balls out of the scoring zone. Maybe too aggressive here for Maximum Impact on match point.
Definitely backfired there, unfortunately. A really
Not
bold
quite what
shot there
Impact was
by
aiming for.
Sam. A really bold shot there by Sam. Not just about getting that red ball in. Again, I agree, Matt. Not sure what they were aiming for there, but they did get a point. So maybe it was on
Yeah,
purpose.
yeah, they are playing a risky game here with those red balls over to the left-hand side there. Prime aiming for Lineade to maybe take advantage of this, to take this to the final point of the game. We shall see if they try to. We are seeing now they are trying to knock both those red balls into the scoring zone to make sure they are safe. Otherwise, Lineade have an easy point here, which they do successfully here. A fantastic shot here from Maximum Impact. Lineade need to score here to stay in the game. Which they do successfully.
Lineade knocked a ball in, so we will now be seeing the tiebreaker situation with the white ball. Maximum Impact to go first. Would you be aiming where they're pointing, Matt?
Yeah, most definitely. I think you have to take a risk here if you are Lineade.
Lineade now to make a shot to try and knock out a red ball. I would say the red ball on the far right would be my ball of choice, personally speaking. The one on the left, bit more dangerous with that yellow ball very close to that left pocket. Matt, your thoughts? Matt has no thoughts, guys. No thought. Nothing
Apologies.
to be seen.
Apologies for that.
Were you feeling the tension?
Yeah, I was really zoned in there onto the game. Very, very intense tiebreak so far.
An interesting choice there made by Lineade, opting for that red ball on the left. Very unsuccessful, leaving their yellow ball open to be knocked out, as you can see being pointed out there by Max from Maximum Impact.
Yeah, and that shot
Unfortunately,
did not have the desired effect for Maximum Impact. They didn't quite find the range for that shot, making the balls very, very safe for both teams.
mm,
Really not much to aim for.
interesting. It seems that Lineade are now lining up to take an angled approach to knock out a ball. They're going to have to hit it quite hard and cross their fingers and hope for the best.
Very unlucky shot there from Lineade. They had the right angle there, but just not enough power to make much of a move on Maximum Impact's balls. Where would you aim right now, Simran, if you were in this position here? Maximum Impact.
Maximum Impact, I'd be choosing that central yellow ball close to the back pocket. I don't have the same skills there as Maximilian, so I
Yeah,
would not have been
fantastic
able
shot
to
there.
make that shot.
Yeah, fantastic shot, knocking not just one but two of Lineade's balls out of the scoring zone here. Will we see Lineade knock a red ball out to continue this tiebreak, or do they have to knock two balls out? I believe. Otherwise, they are out of the tournament here. A fantastic shot here, putting all the pressure on Lineade. Can they succeed?
Really difficult spot Lineade have been put in. an unfair position, some could say, but you know, there is no fair and unfair in line ball. Another tattoo from Max Barrett.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Lineade has not succeeded in knocking out two of Maximum Impact's balls, meaning Maximum Impact are the first team to reach the final of the Vanguard Invitational.
Really unfortunate end there for Lineade. A valiant end though. We saw some really strong line ball from both Audit and Alex, especially closer to the end of their game. Maximum Impact showing their skills, showing that once they have to put their hats on and be serious about it, they can. Are definitely a force to be reckoned with when it comes to that final game of the tournament.
Yeah, Lineade, commiserations to them. They've had a very up and down tournament, a very shaky start, but then we saw the best of Lineade coming into the semi-final as well, and we've seen some fantastic shots from both players, so they definitely should be proud to make it this far. And Maximum Impact, they are showing a bit of chemistry now between all three players. You know, they shook off the shaky start, giving away some easy points, and now they've started very strong going into the final, so we look forward to seeing them in the final against either Daddy's Clackers or the Wet Bandits. We shall see. Fantastic game coming up.
Yeah, we really saw Maximum Impact in this semi-final game take some risks that weren't always successful. So again, they might need to have a bit of a team chat and discuss whether or not they can be making these mistakes against stronger teams such as Daddy's Clackers and Wet Bandit.
Yeah, very exciting to see what either team who are going to be playing next can bring to the table, because we have seen the best of both these teams. So, you know, second and third in the group stages, so let's see what we have next.
In the next game of our knockout stages, we will be seeing Daddy's Clackers and the Wet Bandits play it out to see who will win. Wet Bandits not having made a loss in the knockout stages, in the group stages, Daddy's Clackers having made one loss in total. Please join us again every Tuesday and Thursday on the Line Ball channel for a new video and follow along on the tournament.
Yeah, very exciting game coming up here. We hopefully will see the best of both these teams as they fight for their place into the final. So thank you very much once again to Cousins Pool and Snooker Bar in Canterbury for allowing the tournament to host the Vanguard Invitational, and also to Rubbish Snooker for providing the prizes and being the main sponsor of this tournament. So a massive thank you to them as well. And once again, I've been Matt.
I've been Simran.
Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next semi-final. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hi everybody, my name is Max Barrett and I'm the creator of Lion Ball Pool. I just wanted to hop in at the end of the video to say thank you so much for tuning in to the episodes of the tournament. We really appreciate you watching and supporting, so make sure if you enjoy these episodes, subscribe to the channel. At the moment we are uploading every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 PM UK time, so your subscription, it goes a long way. And the other thing I'd like to ask you to do is play line ball. Go and play it in your local pool bar, snooker lounge, wherever you have access to, because we've had a lot of the players who are playing in this tournament be approached by other people in the pool bar, asking them what they're playing, having some rounds of line ball, teaching each other the rules and trying out new tactics. So by playing line ball and just going out there and enjoying it, you are helping to spread the brilliant work we're doing here on the channel and introducing a brand new game and bringing people together. So that means everything. And the other thing I'd love to do, and this is a bit of a reach, I would love to play line ball pool against Keanu Reeves. Now, can we make it happen? He is one of my favourite actors of all time. He is an inspiration, and if I could play against him in a game of line ball, then I've won. So let's see if we can do it. Subscribe, comment, like, and let's see. I'll see you in the next video.